All right. Hi, Spartan Scoop classes. It's Mr. Lewis. I apologize again for being absent for today, but I still wanted to make this video for you guys because I want to get you in the studio as fast as possible. And so even though I am absent today, you guys are going to continue working forward and kind of prepping for the studio day. So today will be your first graded assignment for the class that you will need to complete today by the end of the period. So it's going to be all about Canva. We're going to learn about Canva today, how to design outros, intros, backgrounds on Canva, and how that's going to look for you guys for the rest of the year. So when you guys go into Schoology, all right, for my 8 odd classes, it's gonna look like this. For my ninth period odd classes, yours is going to look like this. You're gonna click into your course, and then you're gonna click on Canva Practice Today, January 31st. In this Canva Practice Today, you're gonna click in here, and there's gonna be two things. One is gonna be the video that I'm recording right now. It's going to be right above this. And down here is going to be turn in Canva outro. This is where you guys are going to turn in your outro that you're going to make for me for the show. This is also your first graded assignment of the year that goes in your gradebook. It is worth 10 points. All right. So when you first get into class, you're going to do those two things. You're going to watch this video first, and then you're going to turn in the outro and kind of replicate what I do in Canva today. Make sure that you go over here, okay, and click into Canva on either your MacBook or your Chromebook. For the people who did not set up their MacBooks and were absent last class, all right, you guys will be using your Chromebooks. For the people who were here last class, you can either use your MacBook or your Chromebook, either one that you would like. All right, so let's hop into Canva. First of all, Canva is a digital or graphic design software that allows you to kind of animate graphics, design graphics, and produce some of the graphics that are really easy and simple but look really good on screen. So here's how you spell it. It's Canva. You're just going to type in Canva in Google. All right, and you're going to go to this first link that pops up. It's called Canva Visual Suite for Everyone, and you're going to click into it. My screen's going to look like this because I already signed into my account. But most of the time, it'll sign you in, or it'll ask you to sign into your account. What you're going to do is you're going to sign into Canva using your school email and your school password. Springton Lake buys you guys a premium Canva account for you to use fully while you're in the district. All right, they pay for Canva Premium for you guys to use so we could create these really fun graphics for the show. So you're going to sign in with your username, sign in with your email and then your password, same as you would do for your school login, and it should bring you to this home page. So I use Canva for every single one of the Scoop kind of designs in the background. As you can see over here, you're going to have home, projects, templates, branding, apps, classwork, network. I would just stick to the home tab right now. That'll be the easiest for you to label or for you to find. And then down here is going to be all your recent designs. If this is your first time using Canva, okay, you'll have nothing down here. But as you can see, there's a lot of stuff for this Spartan Scoop that I put on for the show that I make on here. So very, very fun. For the Canva graphics, all right, for every graphic that you guys are going to make for the Scoop, you are always going to click YouTube thumbnail. You're going to have 1280 by 720. That is the perfect sizing for the actual videos that kind of go onto the smartboard. It fits perfectly. All right, so you're going to use YouTube thumbnail to actually make an outro. If you cannot find YouTube thumbnail, or if this button doesn't pop up, you're going to go up here to the search bar, all right, and you're going to type in YouTube thumbnail. All right, you click the enter button. There's going to be a bunch of designs, all right, or what I suggest is you just click create blank YouTube thumbnail. So I'm going to click here. All right, and a blank YouTube thumbnail is going to pop up with the design, elements, text, branding, uploads, draw, projects column over here. So you're going to have this YouTube thumbnail. Please name it right at the top here. What you're going to do is you're going to go up here. You're going to name it practice, all right, outro or something like that. All right, and just make sure that you have your name on the front here. So practice outro and then your name. So let me go through Canva real quick. For the backgrounds for the Spartan Scoop show and the intros and the outros, you are going to design any graphics that you need using a YouTube thumbnail. On the side here, we have designs, elements, text, branding, uploads, drawing, projects, and apps. the thing you are going to use the most, all right, is design, elements, text, and branding. These first four. Uploads you can use if you ever want to upload a picture. Okay, here's Christian. He decided to upload a picture for his Spartan Scoop outro that he wanted to do. Okay, but you're going to do design, elements, text, or branding. That's what you're mostly going to stick with. So if you go over here, okay, to design, it's going to give you some kind of YouTube thumbnails that are more likely for you to find on YouTube. All right. This is for somebody normally to click on a link. We are not going to use these too much, the design templates. It's more of giving you inspiration for how you kind of want your outro to look. You guys have seen a lot of the outros on the Spartan Scoop. All right. They look kind of similar. So you guys are going to create a cool, fun outro like that. So elements is what you're going to use. The best part about elements is you can literally search up any single thing you can think of. So if I wanted to search up a car, okay, it will give me graphics of cars that I can look at. All right. So if you go back here, it'll give you photos, all right, of realistic cars that you can also see. All right. If you want a video of a car as well, you can do a video background of a car, okay, and have something like that is in your project. Let's say you wanted to look up, all right, weather. You could have graphics of weather, which a lot of these are used if you're on the weather team for the Spartan Scoop. You could do photos of weather in the background, okay? Or you could do videos of weather if you wanted to, a graphic logo. So if you want a graphic, all right, you can either just tap on the graphic or you can drag it over and drop. Each will do the job. You can size it however you want on the YouTube thumbnail. Okay, so let's say I really like this graphic for weather. All right, and I would put this on. I could have this graphic as big as I want and kind of do that. There's a bunch of different things that you can do with pictures or graphics in here as well. So if you click on it, you can see edit, flip, animate, position. If you want to flip it, all right, you can just flip it horizontally or you can flip it back, stuff like that. If you wanted to edit the image, this is where it gets a little complicated. But if you click edit image, you have access to all of this because of your account that is premium. Now, it's all locked because this graphic can't really be a background remover or anything. You're more going to do that to pictures. But if you want to change the filter, okay, if you want to change it to like this heat wave looking thing, you can. You could go back to edit in here. Or if you want to change it back to none, you can do that as well. Effects, shadows, you could blur it. You could make a tracer. So if you wanted to make kind of like an outline, convert images to full color SVGs, you can do that. That's all the complicated stuff. But you don't have to worry about that now. If you kind of want to change filters, all right, and want to change it to a different filter, you can go in and do that. So let's instead go to elements and grab a picture of weather. So we have this weather picture right here. If we click on edit, all right, you can have a background remover. Okay, so if there's a background you don't like, you can click background remover, and that'll get rid of a background of an image. You can also search up any image you want. So if I were to go over here and click weather, I were to go over and find an image of weather, and let's say it was this guy that I really liked, I could two-finger click, hit copy. All right, I could go back and just Control V, hit paste. If I wanted to get rid of the background, could click background remover. It'll scan the image and actually get rid of the background for you immediately so that you can kind of place your image over whatever you would like. Here's text. So if you go over to text and you scroll down, there's a bunch of fun features in text that you could do. What is a requirement for you guys for this Canva practice, all right, you guys have to have text in there that says Spartan Scoop somewhere. All right, you have to have text in there that says Spartan Scoop, and it needs to be animated. So if we go back really quick to elements, all right, and let's say I wanted to animate this guy, I would click the animate button, and you're gonna have a bunch of different animations that pop up for the actual video. All right, so you're gonna have a bunch of different pans, fades, rise. All right, you can have it flicker in and out. You can have it rotate like that. All right, you can have a pulse, anything like that. All right, those are all animations that you can do. Same thing with text. So if I go over to text, let's say I like this text, scroll over here, I could type Spartan Scoop. Okay, let's say I really like that text. I could go over here, hit animate. Okay, it could come in like that. It could drop in. It could pop in by letters. Okay, something like that. All right, so that's what you guys are kind of going to do with text. Also, another requirement for the outro is if you go into branding, I need to have this Sparty logo somewhere in your outro. So if I change the background color just by clicking on the background and hitting red, you can see that the white background is still here. For you to get the full points, you got to erase this background for the Sparty, and you got to add the Spartan scoop for it to be animated. So you can see we have the Sparty logo. I erased the background. Okay, I can edit the Sparty logo and kind of change the filters for it. So if I wanted it more looking like this or that one looks cool. All right, I can do Nordic too, make it look like a darker theme. Okay, looks something like that. All right, you could go into filters. Then you can add a text on top of it. So let's say like this. All right, I could do Spartan. Okay, or I could do scoop down here. Spartan up here. So I could have Spartan Scoop with a logo on it. Maybe I choose a fun TV background, okay, to actually pick and do something like that. So let me create an outro for you now that you guys kind of know the different parts. So let's say I wanted, let's change this background to white to start from fresh or start from scratch. All right, perfect. Let's say I go to elements, all right, and I look up, let's say TV studio, all right. I look for a good, maybe little 11-second video in the background. Okay. All right. Something like that. All right. I can preview this one to see what it looks like. All right. Let's say I want to do this one. Okay. So I like this little 11-second video that they have. I make it the full size of the video. Or I make it the full size of the, YouTube thumbnail. Or I go over here. Okay. Could click this guy, stand by. All right, on air. Let's say I really like this on air one. And you see the on air sign comes on. All right, what I could do is I could edit this video. All right, and video speed, I could turn it up by 1.5. Okay, to make a little outro. So let's say I do that. Okay, guys, so once you're here, you make it full screen. I would probably want to put text on it now, all right? That would be my next thing. So I could preview the video up here, okay? And you're going to have the on air. It's going to be blinking on up here. But the next part would be you got to add text to it. So let's say I scroll down on the text thing and I really like this guy, all right? Because the sign's being lit up, so I kind of want this to be lit up as well. So I could type up here Spartan. All right, let's change it to maybe like 100. Okay, something like that. We go a little lower so it can fit on the sign. I can rotate it as well. All right, and let's say I want it resting right on the top of the sign here. Okay, so I can do that. And then I can copy, paste it, put scoop down here. I can roll this to the side. Okay, so that it sits perfectly on top of here. So I have Spartan Scoop. All right, let's say I need to animate the beginning of this. So I could put a flicker on it because the sign's going to be turning on and off. Let me turn that down. And then I could put a flicker on this guy too. Turn that all the way down. And then I want it to come in somehow. So, all right, I could have it blur to fade in, tumble, scrapbook. Okay, do something like that. I'm going to do clarify so it slowly comes in at the front. Could slow it down a little bit. Same as clarify here. Slow it down a little bit. And then I'm good to go. So now if I preview, okay, see that Spartan Scoop appears under the on-air sign. I could also change the color, highlight this. Let's say I want red for this, and I want the scoop to be gold. Those are the district colors. I can do that. Now, also, you need the Spartan Scoop logo in there somewhere. So you're going to go over here to branding. So we were in text. You're going to go to branding. You're going to click the Spartan Scoop logo. Remember, I got to delete the background. Okay, so it'll delete the background. And let's say I wanted to make it the eye. All right, I wanted to make it the eye in air on here. So I could go up here. I could have the Spartan Scoop logo be the little eye. All right, let's say I wanted to animate this too. Okay, I could sketch in. All right, or maybe I have it rise just like that. All right. So now if I preview it, okay, it'll load. There's my little eye, comes to on air, and there it says Spartan Scoop. Now, this looks a little plain. Maybe I want to jazz it up with some graphics more. So maybe I can type in, all right, I can type in lights to jazz it up. And let's say I want 4 of these. So I can put this guy in the corner. All right, I can make it look like the background is lit up in the corners. Okay. And to kind of jazz it up a little more, looks a little studio-ish here. So I preview it. Now you have the corners lit up. You have the Spartan Scoop coming in with the on-air outro. I love how this looks. I think this looks great. To me, this is done, ready to be able to turn in. Remember, you need the Spartan and the Scoop. You need this logo, okay? And you're going to put a lot of time into making this logo and trying to finish it before class. Once you are done, you're going to hit share. You're going to hit download. Okay, you're going to change it from 720p to 1080p. Make sure it says 1080p HD. You're going to hit download. All right, so again, as it's downloading, you're going to hit share, download, okay, and you're going to go and do that. So if you want to check the downloading progress, all right, it'll be right up here on your screen. It will take a little bit in the beginning, but I promise you after it reaches like the halfway point, it'll start to speed up. So as that downloads, okay, it's going to go into your Finder folder for your downloads, or if you're using your Chromebook, whatever downloads folder that you guys are using on there. Okay, so once the clip downloads, all right, you are going to go from here. It should say fully downloaded. You're going to go to your Finder folder. All right, if you go to your downloads, all right, you click the date added, you should see, if you preview it, all right, that your download is fully right there. To complete the process for the last step, all right, you hit the download button. What you're going to do is you're going to go into Schoology. You're going to click on Canva Practice Today. All right, you're going to click Turn in Canva Outro. Inside here, there's going to be a little button that says Submit Assignment. You're going to click Submit Assignment. Then you're going to hit the Upload button. It's going to be right around here. And you're going to select your file from your Downloads folder. This is the teacher view, so you can't see it here, but you're going to hit Submit Assignment. All right, and then hit Upload. Select the file from Downloads. Wait till it downloads, and you're going to hit the Submit. And you guys are done for the day. Once you guys have finished this, all right, and you are done, you can do stuff quietly and work for other classes. You can keep your headphones in. Okay, there's going to be headphones in the drawer at the front of the classroom or on the wall that you can use. Everybody should have headphones watching this video. Okay, you can work on stuff for other classes. Just please do not be disruptive for the sub. If I do see your name on the sheet for the sub, it will be a call home. Okay, so don't be that person that's being disruptive. Okay, just go finish what you need to do in Canva. Okay, you can play around with the Canva a little more once you're done. Submit your Canva outro. All right, and you are good for the day. I believe in you guys. I hope these are going to turn out great. Okay, make sure you try to finish these by the end of the period, and you will be set to go. All right, bye, Spartans.